I used to be a nice guy, but after learning this one skill, I started getting girls with ease. I had my first relationship when I was 19 years old, and I absolutely fell head over heels in love with her. We started quickly spending a lot of time together, and I thought that's what she wanted, so I was dropping all the good habits that I was building up, from small things like reading to trying to learn about trading stocks because that was the business I was working on at the time. And all I was doing was spending time with her because that's what I thought she wanted to do. And she wanted to start smoking weed, so I started smoking weed with her once again because I thought that's what she wanted to do. I was just trying to be a nice guy, easygoing in the relationship, just because I really loved her and I thought that that was what's going to allow me to keep her. And it was fun and all for the first month, but things quickly turned bad. And this relationship slowly started falling apart until I got broken up with, and I was absolutely devastated. So the one skill that you need to develop if you want to get girls and keep them is being selfish. Let me explain. Girls find a man who puts himself first very attractive. If you're always out there trying to please girls, they're not gonna respect you and they're not gonna love you. So there's three aspects to being selfish that girls are gonna be irresistibly attracted to. People value what is scarce, and this is exactly what you're doing when you're prioritizing yourself and building your life. Let me tell you about this past summer in Sweden, how I was operating as a man. See, at this point in my life, I was running a successful business that I started making over 10K a month. And from the second I woke up in the morning, I would prioritize my self-development, doing my reading, meditation, gratitude journaling, ice bath, sauna, going to the gym, and then from there, starting the day and working, sometimes from 12 p.m. to 1 a.m. Of course, it wasn't every single hour of the day, but I was taking sales calls a lot of the day, sometimes 8+ hours, doing other aspects of the business, managing my teams, and I was just busy working as a whole, starting social media, doing a lot of different things with my life. I'm selfishly building, I'm prioritizing myself, my self-development, many aspects of my life. I didn't have time to hang out with girls during the day at this point. Like maybe I would snap them here and there, but it wasn't like I was just prioritizing hanging out with girls. I'm prioritizing my life, my business, doing my things to become the man that I want to be. And this is what girls find attractive. No girl wants a guy whose biggest and most important priority in his life is her. That is just sad. You as a man need to have so many things going on in your life. This is what's gonna make you so attractive. Your value is gonna come from your competency as a man as a whole. Girls' values come from their beauty mostly. Of course, there's different aspects. Girls also want a good-looking guy who's in great shape, but that's just another aspect of competency. Like you're in the gym taking care of yourself, and that's how you maximize your looks. And this is really what's gonna drive your value up as a man if you have many areas of competency across the board. If you're very knowledgeable from all the books you've read, if you're very aware and present in the moment from your meditations. Of course, you need to have money, and if you have status and you have different aspects that build you up, this is what girls are gonna find attractive. If you think that your attention is gonna be valuable if all you do is spend your time with her and you don't have anything else going on in your life, you're mistaken. So you really need to be prioritizing your life, building your value so that the time you do spend with a girl is actually valuable. People value what is rare, and if your time is rare because you're busy building your life, it's gonna be such a better interaction as a whole. There is nothing exciting about a man who is always available. So if you fix that, girls will be infatuated with you. And my first relationship story is a perfect example of this. The entire relationship, we were always together 24/7. We became way too close, way too comfortable. There was no mystery, no attraction, no presence and absence. You didn't have any time to miss the other person. And this is what quickly just led to the downfall of the relationship, along with a bunch of other things that were mostly my fault, like stopping my good habits, stopping working on myself. But that's not the main point here. The main point is that when you're spending all your time with a girl, you're killing all the mystery and attraction. And let me take you back to 2 summers ago when I was in Sweden. This was one of the most peak Playboy experiences I had. I had a couple girls who I was seeing on rotation consistently, and then I was also just out at the club seeing girls for the night. And the girls that I was seeing consistently, it was like I was hanging out with my boy. He was there with me for the summer. We were doing fun stuff, and then I would go see the girls. When I would see the girls, that was the time I spent with them. But besides that, I didn't have too much time to, text them or snap them. And it was kind of like I would disappear at times, spending like a whole night with a girl or whatever and not talk to the other ones. And it just create this kind of appearance. And then I would be on social media, like posting on the jet ski and the clubs. And they were kind of just seeing my life like very sporadic, very mysterious, showing up in different places, doing different things, snapping them once in a while. Like the communication wasn't too much. And then when I would see them, it was kind of like exciting, because what you need to understand is that there's no greater pleasure that you can give a girl than letting her imagination run wild. Her imagination is always going to give her the most pleasure. So if you're always there, always present, you're not creating any mystery, you're not letting her imagination run wild, she sees you, she sees every single thing that you do in your day, it gets boring very quickly. But the more, you can make your presence valuable, and then your absence is more missed and more mysterious, and her mind can run wild, and her imagination can, make stories about what you're doing, good or bad. This is gonna make it so much more exciting to be in a relationship with you than if you're just always spending all your time with her, always texting her all day, always on FaceTime. You're killing that attraction, that mystery that otherwise would make you so irresistibly attractive. If you lack this last aspect, not even guys will want to hang around you. And if you don't have the respect of other men, you can forget about getting respect from women and having them want to be with you. So just about a week ago, I went out to brunch with a couple guys. These guys were in real estate. They're a little bit older than me. They're very much focused on their self-development, their mission, their purpose, building their lives up. They got multiple doors, which in the real estate world means they own a property and they're collecting rent from it. And we were talking a bunch. This was a really great conversation. They were telling me about real estate. I was telling them about personal branding. There was a great value exchange within this conversation where everyone was helping each other get better. The key here is that every single guy was, very mission and purpose oriented. They're all building their lives. They're really trying to do something within this life. And that is so, so key to being attractive to girls. No girl is gonna want a guy who's not doing anything with their life. I was always wondering, why didn't I get girls when I was younger? Well, when I was 18 years old, and even when I left high school, I was only really just working a pizza delivery job, smoking weed with my friends, and then going into the gym, and that was it. And I thought because I had a good body and I was like decently good looking that I should be getting girls, even though I didn't put myself out there. I wasn't a good communicator. I didn't have any game. I didn't understand female psychology at all. But I did those three things. I made a little bit of money from pizza delivery. I would smoke weed with my boys, and I would work out. That is not an interesting life in the slightest. There's no value. There's no mission or purpose that I was going for. It's very much just like, it's just an unattractive life. You need to be selfishly building your life. You need to be building something that is attractive. And one thing that you need to do is you need to be networking with other high-level guys. If guys don't, here's a good thing that you need to notice. If guys don't want to be friends with you, high-level guys, how do you think that you're going to attract high-level girls? It's almost just like a basic concept, but sometimes people don't understand that. It's like, if you can't even make guys that are high level, who are successful in doing things with their life, want to be friends with you and want to network with you, why would girls want to date you when they have all the options in the world? From a guy's perspective, he's trying to build himself up. He's trying to make valuable alliances. He's like, okay, this guy is good at real estate. I'm good at this. We can help each other this way. You form 20 of those across many different fields, and now you got this powerful network. But if you have nothing to exchange, if you have no value, like my value comes in from personal branding, sales, marketing, building businesses, just self-development as a whole, all the reading and knowledge I have, all the girl experience I have. This is a bunch of value that I can bring to the table, bring into conversations, and guys want to network with me. But if you can't even network with guys because there's no value, like when I was 18, how do you think you're going to be attractive to girls? Girls want to pick the winners. Girls want to be with someone who is just doing so much with their life. They don't want to be with the guy who's just smoking weed, working pizza delivery. So a good reflection is how well are you networking with guys? Because if guys don't want to be friends with you, I promise you that girls aren't going to want to date you. You need to increase your value as a man. And the best way to do that is by selfishly building your life, focusing on yourself and your skill acquisition as a whole. If you do this, life is gonna get a lot easier for you as a whole, and girls are just gonna come more naturally. Your attraction is just gonna be irresistible when you're building your life and you're the man. And if you're ready to take things to the next level with your dating life, then book a free coaching call with me down below where we're gonna discuss where you're at currently and give you specific actionable items, things that you can do to improve your dating life on this free coaching call. If that sounds of interest, make sure to book that because I'm only taking on 3 new clients this month. And once those go, the free coaching calls are up. So make sure you lock in your spot for that. And if you also got value from this video, make sure to subscribe to this channel. On here, I'll be teaching you how to become attracted to girls and get your dream girl. So make sure to hit that subscribe button.